From a professional soccer career to becoming a driving force in the mortgage industry, Brian Covey has shown what it takes to find your competitive edge, get off the sidelines, and get in the game. Find your competitive edge with Brian Covey.
What's up, guys, and welcome to a solo episode that we're going to recap an incredible conversation with my good friend Mark Lack. So Mark doesn't even need really an introduction for those of you that know him, but if you don't, you quickly need to look him up. You need to connect up with him. The two topics we're going to cover today that Mark really hit home, and I took notes on: one, become the authority. I want to break that down with you, what that looks like in your business today. How can you become the authority where you are to not only attract new business, new customers you want to work with, but also attract success, money, relationships, all those things that you may be desiring today. Become the authority. Let's break that down in just a second. The second one was, how do you monetize your expertise? Mark has done a tremendous job of that. So you're going to want to listen to the episode for all the details and what we cover there. But guys, let's jump right into it. So you start thinking about becoming the authority. Who in your space is the authority, right? I'm in the mortgage business, and I think about there's some people that stand out today. But why do they stand out? Who do you think of in your space? Well, the people that stand out in mortgage today, one, they've built a personal brand. So recognizable people, not just in their town, but across typically several cities and even multiple states will know who they are because of the power of social today. Look, customers may do a mortgage with you and move across the state. They may buy a second home or an investment property somewhere else. You want to be the go-to person. So the first criteria I tell you if you want to become the authority is you need to start building your personal brand. How do you do that? You show up on social, you engage with people. We've talked about some of those things before. But the second part to this is, what have you done? What are your results that you've actually been able to quantify, people that you've helped? Those stories matter. I think about every day, especially in mortgage and real estate, you're solving problems for people. And look, those problems are the same probably for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of others. Your job is just to get that message of why you're the best person there to help them, for them to choose you. So you become the authority, you build your personal brand, you start to share your results because you've actually done the things that are required to put you in that position. And number three, what I would tell you is become a collaborator. A lot of us, like myself, I'm very competitive. I love to compete. It comes from my athletic background. But the reality is, for you to really compete at the next level, you need to collaborate with people. That could be, again, I'm using mortgage because that's the space that I live in, is you collaborate with realtors. You collaborate with financial planners. You collaborate with title attorneys, other people that are part of the business, and you start to make the process and solve problems together that you both would be involved in. Look, when you start to collaborate and you bring people in, you build this team. You build a team that makes you unique, because the person down the street that's trying to compete with you, that they want to be the authority in the market, it's just them. So the one against many strategy doesn't win. The many are going to win that because you got more collaboration, more brain power, more skills, more expertise. That's who we're looking for. I think about it in a wealth team. You got somebody that's doing taxes, you got somebody that's doing investments, you got somebody that's doing legacy planning and wills and trusts and all these things. Not any one person is probably the absolute expert in all of those together. That's why they have a team as you go through those things. So think about that when you're becoming the authority and start to show up on social in a way that people know you're the go-to. Okay, let's jump into the next one here. Now we got to monetize this. So we've really laid the foundation when we become the authority. We're doing the work. We're showing up on social. We've got all these things. We're reaching out to customers. We're making sure that we've got our database and our relationships intact. Now we need to think about, how do we monetize that? Too often I see people, they want to get this side hustle, or they want to go start something new before they've gone really deep. Look, you want to go very, very deep in your main core business and get great at that. So great that every day people are reaching out to you. Imagine what your business would look like for a moment if people actually contacted you. You see, today, it's not my primary business, but people are reaching out to me to help speak. People are reaching out to me to help coach and mentor them. Now, these are both in real estate and mortgage, so it's great. It's in my niche, in my field. But imagine in your field, if you were to have people coming to you for that. You see, this, for me, is now started to be able to monetize because those people do mortgage loans. Realtors refer business to us. This is all within our sphere. Financial planners, one yesterday, we're just communicating back and forth. We want to help people before the end of the year get ready for next year. Make sure their tax planning is done ahead of time, even though it should have been done sooner than this. We want to make sure that they don't go into next year and have no game plan and something written out. So this is where you start to collaborate. This is where you start to move the ball down the field because you got people on your team, and how you monetize that is go deep. Don't try to go super wide with this. Go very deep and make sure that you are figuring out, okay, this idea, this problem that I solve, okay, I have value in the marketplace. The marketplace will give you feedback on this, and that value is going to be traded out typically in your time or money, right? So you want to look at that as you go forward. So we broke down a whole lot more there. Guys, I'm going to tell you, it was a fun conversation with Mark. Make sure you tune into the full episode. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you learned, what you took away there. Not only is Mark's story inspirational, and you're going to want to hear that, but I love how he shows up, not just as a business leader and entrepreneur, but also as a dad and a husband. It's a really cool episode. Mark, we appreciate you. Guys, leave your reviews. Make sure you go on over to Apple. Let us know how we're doing. Write us a review, as that helps make sure that we're getting the message and what we're doing out to more people. Our goal is to impact more lives and challenge people to be great wherever they are. I believe we can all be ridiculously successful when we show up and we are ourselves. Thanks, guys. Catch you in the next episode.